Welcome children, welcome to Commander Group of online classes. In the previous class, we learnt the poem about the poem, The Duck and the Kangaroo, in which you learn children that the duck expresses its wish about the life of the kangaroo, how the duck wishes that even it should jump throughout the world, go throughout the world and enjoy the beautiful places in the world. So the duck expresses that its life is really bored in the nasty pond, and the duck longs, wishes to go throughout the world like the kangaroo jumps and runs. And in the second stanza, we also saw that the duck requests the kangaroo to take a ride on its back. It again and again requests the kangaroo that it will never disturb the kangaroo and sit steadily, quietly at the end of its tail, and so that even the duck can enjoy all the beautiful places. So here the poet has used some imaginary places. You have learned that some of the imaginary places mentioned by the duck are the tea and the jelly boli. So here the duck wishes or requests the kangaroo to take it on a ride throughout the world on the back. Now, here we will see in the next remaining part of the poem, what does the kangaroo tell about the wish of the duck. Now, moving on to the third stanza. First, I will read the stanza for you. Said the kangaroo to the duck, this requires some little reflection. Perhaps, on the whole, it might bring me luck. And there seems but one objection, which is, if you will let me speak so bold, your feet are unpleasantly wet and cold, and would probably give me the rheumatism, said the kangaroo. So, in the first and second stanza, the duck is the speaker, and the kangaroo is listening to the duck. But here, when the duck wishes or expresses its wish to the kangaroo is answering to the duck. So here who is the speaker, children? The kangaroo is the speaker. Kangaroo, and it is telling the duck. Said the kangaroo to the duck, this requires some little reflection. So when the duck asked or requested the kangaroo to take on a ride, so what is kangaroo telling? This requires, this means the wish of the duck to go round the world. So here the kangaroo is telling this requires some little reflection. See here children, the poet has used two adjectives. Some little reflection. Actually the meaning of reflection is thinking. So what is the kangaroo telling? Your wish requires some little thinking. He has used two adjectives to give more stress on this noun, reflection. Some means little, little also means some. But what is the kangaroo telling? I can take you on the back. But this means the wish of the duck. Your wish to go around on the world on my back requires some little reflection, some little thinking. Perhaps on the whole, it might bring me luck. What's the kangaroo telling? Maybe. Even I may get happiness. Even I may get satisfaction. Even I may be lucky by taking you round the world. And there seems but one objection. Although it may bring me happiness, no problem. But there seems one objection, one problem. So what is the meaning of children objection? Problem. So here what is the kangaroo telling? Maybe I may also be lucky. I may also get happiness and joy. But there is one problem, which is means the problem, which is the problem. If you will let me, I told you in the last class of the children, the poet has used many short forms. So you apostrophe double L means you will. So what is the kangaroo telling? And there seems but one objection, which is which is means the objection. If you will let me speak so bold. Bold means frankly, without any fear. So what is the kangaroo telling? If you allow me children to tell it in a bold, if you allow me duck to tell it in a bold way, to tell it in an open way, if you don't mind my words, then I will tell you my problem. Your feet. So kangaroo is telling to the duck. Whose feet? Duck's feet. Your feet are unpleasantly wet and cold. So you will be always staying in the water, in the pond, and your feet are always wet and cold and would probably give me the rheumatiz. So here the poet has used the word rheumatiz. What is the meaning of this rheumatiz? Rheumatiz actually is a disease. Rheumatiz is a disease which affects the bones and the muscles and the joints. So here said the kangaroo. So what is the kangaroo telling? Yes, I can take you for a ride, but this requires, your wish requires some little reflection, some little thinking. And if you allow me to tell my problem, if you will not feel bad, if you allow me to tell it boldly, in a frank way, then I am telling you, your feet are always wet and cold, and because of that wetness, I may get the disease rheumatiz. So this is the problem of the kangaroo expressed to the duck. Now, so when the duck expresses its wish, requests the kangaroo to go for a ride, the kangaroo expresses its problem. Now see, let us go to the next stanza. Said the duck, as I sat on the rocks, I thought over that completely, and I bought 4 pairs of worsted socks, which fit my web feet neatly. And to keep out the cold, I bought a cloak, and every day a cigar I will smoke, all to follow my own dear true love of a kangaroo. Now listen children over here. So when the kangaroo expresses its problem, when the kangaroo told the duck about its problem, now the duck is telling the kangaroo, said the duck, as I sat on the rocks to think about your problem, I have thought over that completely. What's the meaning of that? That refers to the problem of the kangaroo. So what is the duck telling? As I sat on the rocks, I thought over your problem continuously, completely. And I bought 4 pairs of worsted socks. So what you expressed? That my feet are wet. So I brought 4 pairs, not 1, not 2, but 4 pairs of worsted socks. Here worsted means woolen. So what is duck telling? That I purchased 4 pairs of woolen socks which fit my web feet neatly. So you know children, you must have seen the picture or you must have seen the duck in real life. So how can you tell how are the feet of the duck? You can tell that it is in this shape. So here we call the shape of the feet of the duck as web shape. So we call it as web feet. So what is the duck telling? I bought 4 pairs of woolen socks, worsted socks, which will fit my web feet neatly and clearly, so that there will be no problem of wetness for you. And to keep out the cold, I have bought a cloak. So here, to keep out the cold in my body, to remove the cold in my body, I have. So here, the short form uses I''B. So it refers to I have. So what is the duck telling? To save my feet from the wetness, I have purchased 4 pairs of worsted means woolen socks, and I have also purchased 1 cloak. Cloak means coat. So the duck will not only put on the socks, but it also wear the coat over its body. And every day a cigar I will smoke. So what is the duck over here. Did you ever listen of a duck smoking a cigar? No. So it's just imaginary. It always happens only in poems. So here, every day cigar I will smoke. So what is the poet, what is the duck telling? To maintain the temperature in my body, I will always smoke a cigar. So I apostrophe double L refers to I will. All. So I will do all this. I will do what all? I will do all this. Put on the woolen socks, wear the coat, and also smoke a cigar. All I will do. Oh, to follow my own dear true love of a kangaroo. I will do this all only to follow the true own dear true love. So what is the poet telling here? That I will do all this only for the sake of my own dear true friendship, true love of my kangaroo. So children, when the duck expressed or duck requested the kangaroo to take a ride on the back, the kangaroo said, I have no problem. Perhaps even I may get happiness, I may get the joy, I may feel lucky to take you on a ride, but I have only one objection. I have only one obstruction, one problem. That is your feet are always wet and cold and it might give me rheumatiz. So I told you rheumatiz is the disease which causes the muscles and joints painful. So here, when the kangaroo told the problem to the duck, so what did the duck reply? That I thought over that problem completely, very keenly, and I bought 4 pairs of woolen socks and also a coat, and I promise you to keep my temperature or maintain the temperature in my body. I will smoke a cigar daily. I will do all these things only to follow my own dear true love of my friend kangaroo. Now listen, what happens when the problem is expressed by the kangaroo and when the solution is given by the duck? What happens over here? See now. Now we'll go to the last stanza of this poem. I'll just read the lines. Said the kangaroo, I am ready, all in the moonlight pale, but to balance me well, dear duck, sit steady and quiet at the end of my tail. So away they went with a hop and a bound, and they hopped the whole world 3 times round. And who so happy? Oh, who? As the duck and the kangaroo. So when the duck told, I promise you that because of me you will not get any problem. I have thought over the solution of your problem. So what did the duck say? Said the duck kangaroo, I am ready. Now the kangaroo is telling, I am ready. I am ready for what? To take you on a ride throughout the world, all in the moonlight pale. So what did the kangaroo say? I am ready to take you on a ride, for a ride on my back. And when did the planet? In the moonlight. Moonlight means, you can understand it is night time. So when there is sunlight, we call it as daytime. When there is moonlight, we call it as night time. Pale means dull. So although the moon is very bright, but as compared to the sun, the moon is dull. So here we refer the moonlight as pale, whereas we refer the sunlight as bright. So here, what did the kangaroo tell? I am ready to take you on a ride throughout the world. We'll start in the moonlight, which will be dull. But to balance me well, so again the kangaroo is telling, but to balance me well, dear duck, sit steady. Steady means without any movement, still, without moving. So what did the kangaroo tell? But to balance me well, so that I can balance myself as well as yourself. Please sit steadily without moving, still. So listen children, what do you understand over here? Generally when 2 persons go in a bike, in a two-wheeler, so what happens? So in the same way here also, what is the kangaroo telling? In order to balance myself as well as yourself, please sit steadily without moving on my back and quiet at the end of my tail. So in the previous class, we learned that the spelling for quiet, we have two spellings and two meanings. Quiet here means fairly, whereas this Quiet refers to silence. So here, what is the kangaroo telling? Sit quiet at the end of my tail. Means sit fairly well, steadily well at the end of my tail. So away they went. Away they went means they started their journey. They means who, children? The duck and the kangaroo with a hop and a bound. So I told you, hop refers to jump and bound means when you run with a jump is referred to as bounding. So here, the kangaroo hopped first, then it bounded. Means it went on and ran and jumped. And they hopped, both of them, the duck as well as the kangaroo, hopped the whole world 3 times round. Just imagine, the duck wished only for 1 time round the world. But here the kangaroo took the duck 3 times round the world. And who's so happy? Just imagine the happiness of the duck as well as the kangaroo. Who's so happy? Oh, who? As the duck and the kangaroo. So here the duck expresses its wish, and the kangaroo fulfills the wish of the duck. And that's why this shows the true friendship between the duck and the kangaroo, the true love between the duck and the kangaroo. Wherever we find true friendship, true love, then there will be always happiness and joy over there. So children, you have learnt this beautiful poem, The Duck and the Kangaroo, which is written by British poet. I told you, it's written by British poet Edward Lear. So we will first now learn about the poet. So this person, Edward Lear, born 12th May 1812, died 29th January 1888, was a British artist, illustrator. Illustrator means what, children? Illustrator means the person who gives illustrations. Illustrations means examples. So Edward Lear was a very good illustrator. Illustrator means who gives illustrations. Illustrations is nothing but examples. So he is to take general examples. So this person, Edward Lear, was a British artist, illustrator, author and poet, renowned today. Renowned means famous. So he was renowned, famous. Today, primarily means mainly. For his literary nonsense in poetry and prose. So he was famous for his literary nonsense. Literary means which refers to literature. When it refers to literature, we call it as literary. So here, this poet, Edward Lear, was famous for his literary nonsense. Like you saw in this poem, the duck speaking to the kangaroo speaking to the duck smoking a cigar, the duck buying a coat, the duck purchasing 4 pairs of worsted socks. All these refer to nothing but literary nonsense, which makes us to laugh and enjoy. So, this person was primarily famous for his literary nonsense in poetry and prose. In his childhood, he suffered from ill health. After a long decline in health, he died of heart disease. Because of heart disease, he suffered a lot because of that heart disease and he died. His principal areas of work. Here, principal word means main, important. Areas of work where he worked as an artist were threefold. He worked as an artist and his roles were threefold. Threefold means he played a triple role. What all was that? draughtsman. Draughtsman means who is an expert in drawing. Actually, a person who draws the plans of building, they refer to that person as draughtsman. So who is an expert in drawing, we call that person as draughtsman. So this man, this poet, Edward Lear, he played triple role. As a draughtsman employed to illustrate birds and animals, he was an expert in drawing, giving examples about birds and animals, making colored drawings during his journeys as an author. So what were the three roles played by Lear? As a draughtsman, as a person to draw colored drawings during his journeys, and also as an author or poet. Lear is principally known for his popular nonsense works. So I told you, he was famous for his literary nonsense works rather than as a travel writer. These show a great ability to use with relish the sound of real and invented English words. So let me tell you children, writing literary nonsense is not an easy task. It takes a lot of courage, boldness, and you have to have good knowledge in that. And that's why this person became famous only for that ability which he had. And now we are enjoying this great ability of that person. The poem The Duck and the Kangaroo is a poem with a touch of light humor. So I told you this poem is a poem with a touch of light humor. So this is about the poem, children. Hope you enjoyed. You enjoyed learning this poem. And if you don't have the textbook, you can refer to the lines which appear on your screen. So we learned a beautiful poem. Thank you, children.